kayak over there in the flat water. We'll go over there. Like just around in circles. Like just try it. This boat will fit you perfect. You're both skinny, both the same height.
You know what? You know what you ought to do, Gary? I'll carry it. I'll bring your kayak down, and you'll get mine, you'll get yours, and take them out there and teach you how to.
I'll just wade out there. We'll all wade. Anna and me will hold hands.
And I'll just walk in the water.
Do you want to hold this? It's got all the drinks and food. You can have anything out of there. You want to come with? It's shallow right here. We're just gonna walk. It's like. Okay. Yeah, give him your helmet too. Well, yeah, you should have the helmet just in case. I can teach you everything right now. But the first thing we'll do is wet exit. Wet exit. So we're gonna you'll flip upside down and you'll pull the handle of the skirt and just somersault out of the boat. You come out automatically. It's very intuitive. It's like sliding out of a sleeping bag. It's like if this is your pants, you just grab it right here and you just pull it down. And you kind of somersault. Well, we'll have him wet exit right away, because with Anna we didn't teach her that first.
Right. You're going to be just fine. So once you're in this, you can't get out.
Yeah, so when you go under, you
can't you like push? Like can't you like kind of straighten your legs and pull your knees together? If you like push your foot forward, can't you get your knee like out of the strap?
See, I'm in it like this.
Like, you should be able to get at least one knee to touch my finger, right? Yeah, as long as you can do that, you can get out easily. As long as you can do that.
when you're underwater, yeah.
Your weight will pull you out.
That's how I felt. That's why it's scary.
The only thing holding you in your boat are the thigh braces. If you're getting your knee out that easily, you just fall out after that. If you can get one leg out, you fall out.
The first thing that you do, I'm going to do it. The first thing, actually, you don't even need this. This is what they did to me. No, I'm going to pull you out there.
We got to get deep enough, though.
You got to be able to do that. So we're going to just do a 1-2 pull and then you'll never have to.
Also, if you ever accidentally tuck this under, you can actually just do this.
That's what I had to do.
And then, boom.
Also, I'm trying to get out by first taking this off and then leaving these out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the water's going to fill up and you'll feel yourself slide right out.
Yeah, so you push yourself out.
When your knees get out, wait, what?
I thought you guys were trying to make me turn around while still in this.
No, we're gonna flip you upside down, and then you're gonna pull that cord and fall out.
Alright, well let me try it over here.
That's fine.
Right. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, there you go. Now don't get out.
Don't get out. Don't get out.
Now put it back on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip you. You're going to be underwater. You're going to pull that and get out of the kayak. That's real easy.
In fact, what they had me do, well, yeah, you can hold on to it, but we got to go deeper though.
Yeah.
Katie, you can do it.
This is the first thing that they had me do.
Okay.
And it's really, see, it's something you never did before, so you get nervous, but once you do it, you'll think, yeah, we'll be right here. If you don't get out, but look.
No, that's not possible. You just fly out.
Look at the little kids that swim.
It's
So
instantaneous.
what we're going to do, and what you might want to do is pause a second until you get the feel, and then pull it, and you'll come right out.
You can do that next time. This time,
Yeah.
that never happens though. Even to you, that never happens.
The safety. I do that. Right,
Yeah, okay.
that's right.
If you do that, then yeah, I'll just flip you up, alright? Alright, I'll stand on this side. And you can flip either direction you want.
Every single guy that's ever kayaked.
Wait. Let me give her a hand. Here, Anna, you grab him.
It's twice I fell out over that one.
Oh, yeah?
Last year, everyone that we went with made it over it. But me.
Yeah, I saw 3 flips just now. That's hilarious.
Damn.
We got lucky. We didn't flip this time. I think your takeout's right there, though. Down. Your takeout's the next one.
Down there,
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he should have a ferry.
This is back. Alright. Yeah, this is plenty, dude.
Yeah. Just actually, you can even flip yourself whenever you're ready. Just flip yourself. When you're ready. Take your time. Just don't pull it until you're completely underwater and then pull it and get out. Take your time. Just flip yourself. You'll see how easy it flips too. Instead of hitting over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him flip himself.
No, we're not moving. I'm not moving. That's just the water going under you.
Isn't that a weird feeling? You think you're moving, but you're not.
You would be if I let go. It's a little bit current. Bam! That was easy. You just nailed it.
You did it. You did it record
That was
time.
fast.
Okay, let's get
You just
back
flew
to
right
it.
out, right? You just fell
Yeah,
out, right?
you were out like 3 times faster than me. That's good. Now you gotta stop the water going up your nose.
You get as you go under, you breathe out very slowly, just enough to get some bubbles. That's alright.
I got it here.
Just breathe out like
I got it
you don't want to breathe out all your air, so just like go like that amount through your nose. Just breathe out as you go. That's important to do that because if people don't learn to do that, they end up using nose plugs the rest of their career, and that's annoying.
Good thing you.
Going out.
Yeah,
Oh, good thing
but
you got this.
but you don't have to go. It's just a little bit enough to form an air pocket in your nostrils, so you just blow out like that much air, like a little ice cube of air. You just blow out as you're entering the water,
I'm glad you
and that
did
forms a vacuum seal. Just you gotta fill your nose with air. That's it.
I'm glad you.
That's what happened to you when you flipped under?
Yeah, but I didn't know. I was never told what. Oh, I was told, but I never practiced what to do. So when I was under, I was like, what? I was
All she did when she flipped under was went like this. She never even pulled the
because
cord.
what happened? I was under. And then
I was
during
next to
the
her. I just grabbed her and lifted
And
her
then the
boat.
second time, I got stuck on a tree. But I already practiced like a year ago. I was practicing before I got stuck on a tree. I went underwater and I was stuck. And I just started screaming again. But then I was like, no, I'm not get out. But it's scarier because right here you're with us. Me, I got stuck in the tree, held the tree, and went under. That's scary, right?
It's scary the first time.
It's only a weird feeling because the water's going up your nose.
If you breathe out, that won't happen.
Next.
Wait, you're done?
Oh, you guys trying to finish?
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought you guys were all
No. You should do a quick lesson.
What? You want to do?
There's a couple more things. I'll teach you the different paddle strokes. You can actually kayak tomorrow then, instead of raft.
I'd rather raft.
We're all gonna be in single rafts anyways. The big raft won't fit on the little low water river. It's half as hard as this river.
You can think, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to take
He's-
Cassie up to the truck so she can get out.
We're still going.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
You're becoming a kayaker right now.
Oh, what's in here?
That's drinks and snacks.
I'm going to leave this here. Okay, we'll be right back.
I'm gonna teach you how to roll, forward stroke, sweep, reverse sweep. So that's only 4 things. That's all you need to know to kayak. And hip snap. With the Hydra, it's really easy to roll. Believe me, in a kayak, it's a lot easier than in a raft. because you have more speed and maneuverability. You can turn those things like on a dime, and you can go fast. Me, you, and Cassie in the Saturn? We can. Yeah, I will be in the kayak. You'll be in a kayak.
No, I'm not going on a kayak tomorrow.
Why not?
I'm going on a raft.
No. Well, at least see. At least see.
What's your problem? You have to eat.
Okay, but I'm saying you can decide after you learn how to kayak. He just puts that between his legs. It's tight in. Because kayaking is definitely funner than rafting, for sure. The only reason people don't kayak is because they're scared of doing what you just did, or they don't know how to roll. But I'm gonna teach you how to roll right now. It's so easy with hydro. This is a beginner river that we're gonna be on. Completely beginner. I went on it my second time in whitewater. Or third time. Oh, we can even do ferrying right there. That is little by little. Anna, would you stop? He needs to learn how to face upstream and cross over those currents, and you can learn by how I explain it to him. He knows how to wet exit. He's not fearful like you. Oh, I shouldn't really help you though. You're not fearful, right? Of kayaking in general? That's a yes. Alright, you're on. So, try just yeah, paddling around in general. Like, let's go over there more so we're out of the current. Just right here, it's shallow. Pablo, come back. Not that far, we're just gonna go like right here. Like in this area. It's like thigh deep here. I got you. This is just a lake right here. Yeah, there's rocks. I'll just take each step careful. I was just like trotting. Yeah, come toward us. I really think you can learn by teaching him. How about you explain stuff to him? What? You would?
Oh my gosh!
Get away from her. Get away from my baby. Oh, he's learning how to paddle upstream now. It wants to turn you when you paddle upstream. You just gotta maintain whatever angle you want to face. Anna, just walk slow though. Yeah? You gotta paddle like medium. Will you stop pulling me? Just keep going upstream and we'll follow you. Just keep going upstream. You gotta learn how to do this. it does want to turn you. So your focus needs to be just short paddle strokes and maintaining your facing angle. So if you take a powerful stroke, it's going to turn you too much. So you want to take like, not that small strokes, but like medium, like that, yeah. Like medium strokes. Back up.
First, you have to show him how to use the high and dry.
Okay. But
Sideways, so he feels comfortable. Okay. So like, you know how the Harry's dad was like going in and out? So you can put even like your paddle out to the side, like lean towards it, or maybe that way. 'Cause the river's trying to take you that way. So you put your paddle that way. No, you hold out both hands, and then look.
and outstretch your arms.
Stretch your arms.
But keep your elbows by your sides. So like kind of go like that. Yeah.
What am I trying to achieve?
You're trying to learn that this will hold your weight even when your boat gets to sideways. So as you slowly lean out, put your weight onto this more, and you're seeing that you can.
So yeah, that's Gary's advice.
Yeah. So you won't. Yeah, we can, but we won't need to. That will hold your weight.
See? Now snap your hips back.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
He did it. That was pretty good.
So keep on.
That's all you gotta do.
What did you say? Like see?
It's better if he faces upstream like this. Yeah, so what you want to do is instead of like try to lift your head away from the water, you want to just throw your head and body toward the water while snapping your legs the other way. And it forms like a C because your hips are snapping you up, but you thrust your upper body into the water. And that forms the leverage. That's it! Perfect. So basically what people do to mess up is they throw their arms into the water while trying to lift their head out of the water. You want to commit your arms and head toward the water while snapping your boat upright with your waist and your hips. That was really good. Perfect. Perfect. Also, what my dad sometimes does is as he's coming up, he'll like kind of use this paddle blade to like push like that, which gives you a little bit, kind of like a little bit more push.
Yeah, because without the high and dry, that's how you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Learn how to.
That will give you more oomph.
Like a hand. So make sure like a good weight.
So you kind of went under like this and you just pull it like that, but you can like kind of do this more with your right hand, like to give yourself additional thrust as you come out. But the main thing to remember is just commit your head toward the water. That's the only thing to remember. If your head tries to come up away from the water, you won't be able to roll. You almost can't roll. So you have to commit your head into the water. And you've been doing that. It's just a fly. It's a horsefly. It's on his thing right now. That's a horsefly. So, alright. We could teach him forward stroke.
Wait, let's have him comfortable with that first.
Oh yeah, you can do more. Yeah, you can do a couple more. Yeah, you can. Good, that's nice. You're getting good balance now. Nice! That was a full roll right there, complete roll.
What makes it hard? The thing is, you have
Holy
this.
crap!
If you didn't have this, it would be so much more hard.
You just intuitively did some really good stuff
Yeah.
right there.
And that's why some people think it's
That's
like.
nice.
but
You
it's
got to
easy.
roll. So if you ever flip, which you'll probably flip like 2 times the whole trip tomorrow, if you choose to kayak, you would if you flip twice, you would be able to roll up. You'd never have to swim.
If you try it again,
But you're probably not going to tip.
try it to roll.
You'll always just have to have your hand on this at all times.
Yeah, you never really feel the paddle. Unless if you're wet exiting. Then you can wet exit with one hand, hold on the paddle with the other, and then keep your paddle and your boat and wait and like kind of swim to shore. What I usually do if I wet exit, I'll hold my paddle and I'll hold this like that, and I'll swim like this, so I can not need help. But you can just abandon the boat and the paddle if you want and just swim. We'll get it. The group will get it. So why are we like in the fastest flow of the whole river right here?
Over there, it's like a
Not really.
over there. It's over
So if you want to do a tight right turn, just link it like that.
Yeah. It's very intuitive. And then when you paddle toward us, make sure your strokes are nice and deep, and just like kind of go vertical. And the main thing is to get the hang of like the timing to keep your boat facing the way you want it to face. Instead of fishtailing it, try to like just like time it just right. Because each stroke, the boat's so responsive, it like wants to swing a lot, the nose. And if once you get swung sideways, you pretty much turn.
And then you want to learn the one that you turn all around.
Okay, so with that, basically, you're gonna come all the way like this with your wrist back. Wait, how do we have this? Yeah, like this. You're gonna come like this, and then, all right, lean with me. All right, actually, let me stand over here. So okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have this on the surface of the water with your chest above it, and we're gonna go all the way around, and you're gonna come up on the other side in this position. So you're gonna be sideways here. We're gonna swing around to the other side and come up on the other side. I'll hold your hand like this, and we'll just do it.
Over this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this time, and you'll just observe what happens. All
So
right.
I'm just trying to go
So just go with me. Just loosen your abs and just let me let it flow. Anna, keep it from turning.
I'll just hold on like this so it doesn't.
Yeah, keep that nose that way, because I want to walk around. I'm gonna walk around.
Like what, like
Yeah, like that. All right, so I'm just gonna guide you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 steps this way while holding you right here. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna bring you around to the other side. I mean, all right, 1, 2, 3.
No, wait.
Anna, I told you not to.
Okay. Try again. Try it.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, you're gonna go under though.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Throw yourself.
It's a back deck roll, so you're laying down on your back deck, and then you're keeping this in front of your face, and you're just gonna go all the way through and roll up on the other side.
Just throw yourself.
Actually, it's probably easy. You can just do it yourself if you haven't visualized now. Perfect. And when you're like that, you're just swinging it like in a big dovetail around to your other side.
Yeah, you keep it close to your body so you can go under and then come back up.
Like when you have your lay sideways with your arms outstretched, without your head underwater. Just raise your arms out. All right, you can actually turn your boat like this. What I'm saying is,
Were you trying to go under? We didn't know what you were trying to do.
Yeah, because I think I was trying to do the half one, and then we tried to do it all.
okay, let me explain it better then. All right, all I want you to do is just do this. But in order to lay sideways with your head above the water, you have to make sure your boat is like this, not like that.
Yeah. Well, actually, let me try. Because I think I understand that.
Let me show you in the air. I'll pretend I'm in a boat. Okay. And then you're up. Let me do it in slow motion. Look. Watch, I'll do it in slow motion. So I'm sitting in my boat. My boat's right here. So you're just laying back and just going with your momentum, and you swing all the way around. You come up on the opposite side, and you just roll up. It's one fluid movement.
No, but you gotta come up. Yeah. What are you trying to do? Don't let go of the paddle.
No, I wasn't going anywhere.
Did you hit the ground?
Hit the ground. Okay,
No, I
toggle.
don't know. Were you guys like touching the boat?
Yeah, I was trying to flip it back up because you seem to get like stopped a little
We're
bit.
struggling, so we're like,
So
okay, so
I grabbed the ride of your boat and flipped you back up. I was stopping you.
Alright, give me like 3 seconds. Cause I didn't know if I wasn't. Like, yeah, I feel like I could have it. So
yeah,
it's
you
like
just
this,
go,
right?
yeah,
Right
you
here?
swirl,
Yeah.
you swirl yourself around.
And
Yeah.
where are you pushing? You pushing down?
You don't actually push. You just Let me do it with my hands
I thought it
first.
was
That's what
forward.
I did with
thought
Anna.
He has to lean forward.
This is what I did with Anna.
But you were at the top.
I just hold your hands and I'm gonna guide you through. So just loosen your body, pretend like a rag doll. Anna, keep the boat facing upstream. Okay. I'm just gonna do it at full speed. Just loosen your body though.
Yeah, I was just trying to hold it on.
No, I mean loosen your right abdominal muscles because you're gonna be coming toward me. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now hold.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
like that.
Yeah, I think it was the ground too. I think the paddles hit the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
That was it.
but yeah, that's it. That's why you keep it close to you, and then you.
Did you breathe in water?
No.
Oh.
But Paul, you can lean out, because you feel like you look like you're like scared, like you go under. But
No, because I think maybe the paddles hit it, like one of the edges.
well, look, lean out, put it out to the side. Stretch your hands, and you don't have to put your face in the water. Just go like this. Just so you know how it can go. Wait, okay, now look up. Look up.
Yeah.
There.
Now tilt your boat like
Now tilt. There you go.
the first time you tried to roll up, I stopped you because I wanted you to stay laying sideways. I shouldn't have done that. Because you probably were like, wait, why didn't it work this time?
Yeah, I thought we had.
But that was my fault. I grabbed the boat and physically like stopped it because what we're trying to do is teach you, like each time you flip sideways, you're putting your face underwater, and we're trying to show you that
You don't have to.
you can actually keep your body or your face above the water, which is important to be able to breathe. Yeah, like that. But tilt your boat a little more to your right. Right there. Now you can just chill like that. But your roll is so good that you just like roll up immediately. See? There you go. That's it. That's it. Yeah. This is great practice. That's called the sideways position, and then you just snap your hips and draw your arms in. That's it.
But remember to use the paddle. Don't just use this. You have to use the paddle.
Yeah, except you lifted your head that time. You want to commit your head toward the water when you come up.
No, I thought you guys were saying the paddle.
No.
Well, yeah, when you go sideways, but when you're ready to roll up, commit your head toward the water.
Like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But if you just want to relax, because sometimes you're like, you fell over, you just want to like be like that. We're just saying that you can get a breath and then.
Because some people, they don't know how to snap their hips like you. You have strong obliques, and that's enabling you to twist the boat violently, which is great. But some people have weaker obliques, or they just don't understand how to snap their hips. And so it's helpful for them to just be able to lay sideways and call for help or whatever while they're unable to roll up. But you roll up so easily, you probably will never even need to know that, but it's still comforting to know, hey, if I'm sideways and if anything goes wrong, I can just lay sideways and drift. Yeah. You got good instincts, because you're
This reminds me of me before. Remember, you're saying the same thing. I was just going around.
yeah,
Remember, and you're like, Anna, you have to do this.
yeah, it's true.
It's just, it's once fear comes through you, you become stiff, and then you
Yeah,
Yeah,
You never want to look under the paddle because you got the.
that's what I mean.
exactly, yeah.
But when you're filled with fear, because
Your
of
abs get
it's just,
tense.
I get tense, and then I
And
take
kayaking is all about staying loose
Yeah,
and
like
like
you were-
rocking your hips like
like you
that
said,
with the
riding
water.
pool, yeah.
Yeah, like that's good. And every one you turn, you mentioned right away, intuitively you're like, I should lean into my turns. That's correct. But if you're stiff, you won't be able to lean because you're gonna be like, and like just tipping. So what do you want to teach them next? The stroke, or do you want to do more snaps, or?
You want to learn strokes, Pablo?
Yeah. Where the shorts.
You kind of already did it, but okay. So one is you just cock your wrist back and you do a reverse sweep, and that turns you like in reverse. That was like a forward wristed one. I always cock my wrist back when I do it. No. I do this. Like that. Yeah, like that. That's reverse sweep. You can go in circles like that. Okay.
Okay, now
Perfect.
towards us.
It's nice. You're like kind of leaning way out too. Kind of precariously, but you're not scared of tipping because you know how to. Alright, try paddling back to me now. Nice. You're getting better. Fast. Now it's going to turn you to your left. Paolo's ready to go. You look really natural in the boat. You're doing great. Nice. See how it wants to turn you as soon as it turns you a little when you're going upstream, it like really wants to crank you sideways. So the key is like you can see it's kind of flowing this way. You want to like face right in between the two falls, like face that way into the stream. Also, you're doing something smart right now. Right now, since the upstream's coming this side, the water is pushing like this. So you want to lean the way you are. Imagine if you leaned into the oncoming water. You want to flip you this way. So that's the way you lean when you're facing upstream like that. You're doing correct, but that was purely instinctual that you did the correct thing.
That's like me. That was me untouched. That was me. That's why you did that to me. Seriously, that's like this and me. Remember when our first
Yeah.
trip, we did like a
Cedar Lake, you went away from me. I was like, come
and
back.
then even the Displains River.
You took off without me.
Yeah. Displains River, I was just going.
Except, unlike with you, we had him wet exit. I should have had you wet exit. Then you would have never had that bad experience. You look good, man. Oh, you know what? I think the only thing you still need to do is ferrying. It's where... Well, first, I'll show you what an eddy is. So, like, paddle toward me. It's not strong enough to push us over, though. Paddle toward us. Behind this rock is an eddy. You see how it's, like, still? Try to get your nose up against that rock. And you'll notice that you stop moving downstream.
Here, you can go towards it. I want to go deeper.
It's not deeper there.
Let's get deeper.
No, it's shallow the further towards shore you get. It's deeper the more this way you get. Just put your nose against the dry rock right there. Okay? It's getting shallower here. You're ready to step up, and there's rocks right here. Now, once you get your nose touching that rock, you can stop paddling and you'll notice the river's going to stop pushing you because you're in an eddy. that rock is parting the water left and right in a V, and it prevents you, as long as you keep your nose up against it. As soon as you get turned sideways, you're back in the moving water again. Yeah, so that's how you like rest. In a rapid or anywhere you want, you just get into one of those eddies behind a rock, and it stops your downstream momentum.
Oh, you need to go like closer to it. You have to like stay by
Yeah, you're out of the eddy now. This rock is forming an eddy too, just not as good of one as the big dry rock.
You have to face the rock, yeah.
So basically, the only reason you have to face it is because, like downstream of it, the water wants to carry you away from it. And if your back end swings away, like out to left or right, your back end is then in moving current,
Yeah,
so then it
you
pulls
want to
you.
kind of shove out into it.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty good now. You could almost like stop paddling there for a little while. But because your back end keeps drifting a little bit that way, it kind of is pulling you slightly, but you got the picture. The best eddies would be like those big rocks on the shore. You can see like they're completely stopping the water. But this is like a mid-river eddy, like in the middle. We should do ferrying now. Unless if, well, this is not a bad spot to like practice anything you want. Oh, how about forward sweep? Those are good, powerful strokes, Pablo. Baby, you're making an eddy. Look, your body's making an eddy. See how it swirls right here?
Alright, Pablo.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, deeper strokes.
This is the hardest thing in kayaking is attainment.
I know, turn around. This water's softer.
Should I practice throwing my rope there?
Can you little leech?
Yeah. Nice. You're getting it. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. That was hard.
Oh,
Yeah,
get that
right.
thing off his face.
That was really good. Pablo, you're doing so well.
Oh, he's getting tired. It's like crammed in here.
Really? You might like my boat better. It's bigger. The best thing to do would be to pull like one knee out at a time so you can rest one leg.
Take one out,
I put my knee in the skirt.
like that.
Is that better? Actually, let's pull your skirt. I want to show you how you can give yourself more room, leg room. Okay, this controls the back strap. You can scoot your back further back if you release it, and then like give yourself more slack. It might keep your legs from feeling like they're jammed in. It might help you. Does that give you more leg room though? Man, you're doing awesome. You're the best I've ever seen in terms of picking up things quickly.
That was
Anna did really well too with the paddling and stuff, but never upstream like this.
No, you complimented me upstream.
Really?
Yeah, but then my biggest fear was going over, and then I would turn around like, I don't want to do it. You're like, Anna, you're doing good.
Each time he got turned, he just went with it. He knows how he let
Yeah,
go.
so that was,
And then he slowly worked himself to turn around and then take another chance.
yeah, so that's
The
where
best thing is if you're feeling you're gonna get turned, just let it turn you. Don't try to overfight it.
I failed.
Yeah, you did good with that. But the best thing is, like, let's say you're turning this way, and you were trying to like take powerful strokes on this side like 5 times. When all you had to do was do this a little bit, and it would have turned you like that, like instantly. Just like stick it in the water and go boom, and then you'll twist fast. So like that's like a braking stroke, I'd call it, just a little braking. What I want to do is go up to the fall, the base of it, and where the fastest water is, what you'll do, okay, so, yeah, you got them? So I want to show with my hands. Okay. Baby, you stand right there. And, okay. I know, hold his boat still. Actually, yeah, just hold his boat. Alright, I'm just gonna show a demonstration. Okay. You got him? Perfect, that's what I needed. This is your boat. Her and I are forming a fast channel, right? Here's an eddy, and here's an eddy. Now, let's pretend this is the kayak. You want to do this and get into this eddy, and you can just rest here. And then when you're ready to go back into the water, you paddle like this, and you catch the current, and then you turn, and you go. You don't want to just go sideways, because it will want to flip you this way. What you want to do is face into it, and then it's not going to flip you because you're facing into it. It's going like to either side of you, and then you'll just turn and go forward.
Oh.
So this is the front of the boat. So that, I'll show you again. So you start out, you kind of glide, you can go across. This is called ferrying. I ferry to this side, and I can ferry to the other side, watch. I'm going to glide, and I'm just going to ferry to this side. This is the front of the boat. And then when you're ready to go in, you just go like this, and then you turn and go in.
Okay, yeah, because he's pulling you like that, and then you go towards the river.
Yeah. And you kind of learned that already. You were kind of going this way, and you just kind of glided and turned and went downstream. That's like called a peel out. You like peel out into the water. So what the challenge is when you're like this, if you turn too far like that, it's pushing like the whole mass of your boat downstream. What if you want to get right to this eddy from here? You want to travel across like at a horizontal line. You don't want to get over up here and then have to paddle back upstream to get into it. You want to cross like this, not like this, and then go back up. That's what my dad always does. He gets turned too far sideways, he goes way down, and then he finally gets over, and then he comes back.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
So you want to do it at an angle?
what if the rapid is right here, and you got on the wrong eddy on this side, and everybody's getting out of their boats over here, they want to scout like up on this cliff looking down at the rapid? You don't want to get turned sideways and go way down. Now you're in the rapid. No. You want to face directly upstream with only a... See, like, this is perfectly upstream. You won't go anywhere. You can just paddle, 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 paddle. And you'll stay still. Maybe you'll drift back a little bit because you're not as strong as the water. But the best thing is just get, like, 10 degrees off and then paddle hard. You keep paddling this whole time. Paddle, 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 paddle. And look, I just went horizontal across the river. Paddle, 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 paddle. And then over there. And so I got from one edge of the river to the other edge without going downstream at all. But if you turn like 45 degrees, it's gonna like turn you the rest. So you wanna really face like directly upstream, only like cocked a little bit like that. So you gotta measure like what way is the water flowing. It's flowing like right there, like at that angle. So you want your boat, this would be perfectly into the water, you want it to be like that. Like just 10 degrees off. Yeah. So you want it to be like that, not that, and definitely not like 45 degrees. Once you get to this angle, it's trying to push the front of the acorn, the front of the boat, all the way sideways. But if you keep it like just a little bit cocked, you can just kind of cross like very easily back and forth. You can actually stay in it and just do this side to side while paddling. But if you turn all the way sideways, it like really pushes you because it grabs the underneath of your boat and takes you. Because your boat is curved like this, and so once this is like a lot of mass for the water to catch on the bottom because it's arced, so it will push you far. But if you stay upstream, all it can catch is like the two sides. It's not catching all that fat mass. So you want to show as little of your boat as possible by going just almost directly upstream. to cross. So we're gonna go, this is like, pretend this is where the class 6 is with the bridge, and it's all this crazy water. Then at the foot of the water is one of these, like a fast little channel with 2 flat spots on either side. And so we're gonna, Anna and I will walk up and stand like in this flat area right after the fall, and we're gonna have you just crossing this fast area to both of the slow areas on either side. This is called ferrying. You're gonna ferry across the fast water, and you'll stop, rest. When you're ready, you'll ferry back, you'll stop, rest. So we'll just have you ferry back and forth. It's cool. This device I invented is cool, right? To help you roll easier.
Yeah, 'cause otherwise
I mean, your
it
first
takes,
try,
like, a
you
long
crushed it.
time.
People take like years to
Yeah.
learn how to roll.
Like even some of the kayakers still struggle with it. And some want to try the hand drive, but some don't.
They think it looks dorky.
It's like a
training
training
aid,
wheel.
yeah. They don't like it.
It's like a life vest.
Because it makes it,
Yeah, I
it makes
know.
it easy.
Makes it easy, protects your face, gives you like a shield. When you flip underwater, you can hold it in front of your face until you roll up. And it gets you up out from in the water right away. So like if you flip, you just hold it out to either side and you come up, and then you roll from there. Whereas if you flipped without it, you have to like duck your head down and touch it against here, so that rocks hit you on the top of the head instead of the face. That's what you have to do without it. But with it, you can lean back and hold it in front of your face, which is safer. Show you what we mean by the upstream. Like, yeah, like when the water's flowing toward you and you're sideways like this, you always want to lean to your right a little bit, because if you did this, watch how the water will try to like pull you. Like, it's very powerful. So you always want to get your upstream edge up. So as we pull you, you can do that. You can think about it. And you can experiment with leaning the wrong way, and we'll be here. And you can see how powerful it is at trying to flip you. So like experiment with leaning to the right and leaning to the left, and see how bad it is when you lean to the left. It's like powerful. And as soon as it starts going over your top edge, you feel the deck starting to give, and like you're gonna flip upstream. And also, we have to pull you a lot harder when you're sideways like this, whereas when you're facing forwards, we don't have to pull that hard. I'm gonna let Anna lead so that we straighten the boat. This is nice. We get to give Pablo kayaking lessons. Usually we'd never get this opportunity. So Pablo, if you wanted to cross the river to the opposite side, you would want to be faced the whole time at like this angle, the whole way across to get to that broken tree. At this angle. And you keep paddling.
So I'm paddling on this side.
Yeah, instead of like, you want to go to that broken tree right there, instead of just facing at it and just trying to paddle directly to it, it would carry you downstream too much because of the current. But if you face like upstream like this, then you maintain your upstream momentum. We're gonna walk up to the waterfall on the right, because I saw people died in the rocks going down the fall, the logs and rocks. They didn't die at the base of it. That's like a swimming pool. It's shallow right there, and you can stand up. Yeah, the waterfall doesn't pull you toward the waterfall. Not on this one. No, it has to be an exaggerated eddy to an exaggerated eddy with downstream current exaggerated in between, like fast currents. You can feel what it's like to cross that fast current. Exactly. Plus, Anna and I can observe, I can have her see firsthand what it's like to practice ferrying. This is where, like if you go to a park and play, you'll go to the bottom of like a little drop like this, and you'll ferry back and forth. Being up in front of these falls might look intimidating, but there's no danger by the falls. The danger is getting stuck or pinned in one of the rocks as you go down those drops. See how big the drops are? What? No, there. You see how at the very bottom the water's flowing toward us? You see the little waves on the bottom? Like how they're jumping toward us? That means they're not sucking toward the water. So that means there is no sucking force on this one. Some waterfalls, the water enters so hard and so fast, it bubbles up back on itself and it forms a sucking force. This one doesn't. Baby, you gotta trust me. I'm explaining. It's very shallow here. If it gets deep, it's getting shallower. Oh yeah. It's fine.
So what if you go at its side and it sucks you in?
If it sucked you in, I would throw my rope to you and you'd grab it and I'd pull you up. Or if nobody was near you and you got in a pour over that was sucking you toward the pour over, sometimes what happens is water will go like this and then fold back on itself like that because it's entering really fast and all this is flat water, and so this is like a pool and the fast water dives under and forms like a back, there's like a backflow like that. It's called a hole or a pour over. The water keeps entering like this and this water kind of starts flowing up at it. And so if you're right here, it's gonna like flow you and you'll like kind of get tossed around in here. So usually what happens is people just wet exit and you want to swim down because this fast water keeps going. And so it creates an underwater channel and then it comes up. So you would go underwater, you'd want to swim down and out, down and out. That's out of like a pour over. But there are no pour overs on any of these beginner rivers. There just isn't. I would say actually that one does have a little bit of a pour over aspect, not powerful, a little bit. You can see it's going so much faster than the bottom part that some of the water is shooting vertical. You see it going straight up?
You could get stuck there.
Maybe at the very base of it, you could for a little while. But there's not enough water going, like racing toward that to make it a powerful suck. You see how most of the bubbles, like look at where it enters, the fast water enters. You're not looking at it. You weren't, you were looking over there. Okay guys, both of you look. Look at where the fast water enters. Look at the crease it forms. Okay? Now look 3 feet downstream of that. Look at where those bubbles are going 3 feet downstream of that. Where are they going? That means it's not retentive. If those bubbles were going toward that seam, that means all those bubbles are sucking. Since they're coming toward us, there's no suck. That's how you know it's safe. It has to have at least like 5 feet of bubbles going toward it for it to be very powerful. This has 0 feet. Like it's not retentive. And that's how you can tell. So this is completely safe. Now this one's even better than that because this one has no water being retentive. It's all completely rushing toward us. If no water is rushing toward the fall, you're safe. It's good. So picture that's where Anna was standing, and that's where I was standing, in these two eddies. This is the water flowing between us. You got to do what the acorn did.
Where's the other one?
Okay, Anna was standing there where those rocks are stopping us. I was standing there where that power axe is. This faster flowing in between is where the acorn went. So,
I just want to go like right there.
no, we want to get your boat like 5 feet from the edge of the bubbly stuff.
Oh, from the rock?
Where all the churning water is, it's the fastest right there in the center. I'll swim across so you can see how it's done. I'll swim across first and then you can see that it's not a big deal, you can swim it. Up high. It's very shallow right here. Just take your time. You're good? Well, I'm gonna put him up in this eddy behind this rock. You can just chill right here, and I'm gonna show you how you're gonna go across. And Anna, you pay attention. You sit right on this rock. Since my body has a lot of drag, it's going to push me downstream a lot. But the idea is to, okay, so it's flowing like this, right? So just like the example, you want to be like at this angle the whole time. And you're going to keep paddling and just go right across. Now, this is another important thing to point out. Look at the water where it's bubbling kind of still. That's the downstream eddy of those rocks. That's the eddy you want to get to. Either that or behind that rock. So you'll want to cross like that. In the stillest place back there, see how those bubbles are actually going upstream? That's where you want to be, because once you get into that still area, it's only 20 feet. Once you get into that, you can stop paddling and you'll slowly float upstream until you bump that rock. And then you can come straight back to us. But you want to face directly toward the fall, because once you get turned sideways, it's going to want to take you like 20 feet downstream. Yeah. So you want to stay like vertical facing directly toward the fall. So I'm going to try to swim it. I'll try to swim it just to demonstrate that there's zero danger here and it can even be swam. And I know for a fact. I've studied whitewater. I've been for years. Oh, you paddle with both hands like you were just going upstream earlier. So you're going to paddle like this. There's a drop off. You're going to paddle like this. Just keeping the same angle and slowly moving over. So you're going to be facing like this, just paddling in place, and your boat's going to slowly go across. If it starts turning, you can just go with it, or if it's turning you this way, let's see. If you push like that, it'll straighten you. A reverse stroke on your right. Because if you try to just go like that really hard, you'll never be stronger than it. But a little reverse stroke will straighten you out perfect. Because it's just going too fast to turn with your... So that makes sense that, okay, so this is the problem with trying to out paddle it. So it's starting to turn you to the left, which is what it's going to want to do. And when you go like this, trying to turn back straight again, you're hitting moving water, so you're not really getting a good purchase. When your paddle slides through water that's moving with your paddle, you don't really get thrust. Like, if the water is going this way and you paddle into it, you're gonna like get good leverage. Since the water is going with your paddle, it's not gonna give you good leverage. Which is why it's better to do a reverse stroke, because the water is going this way, you're pushing your paddle in the opposite direction. Like, here's an example over here. If I paddle with my right hand in this water, I'm not really getting good, it's like not really, I feel like I'm just going with the water. But if I do this, I get a lot of force, because I'm going against the water. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's optional. Most of the time when you're just doing a little directional change, you can just leave it like that, just do this. And that's what you're going to do as you go across to stay straight. You can just do these strokes. But it's good to do forward strokes until you get turned a little too far left, and then do a correction stroke if you're right.
What if it starts bringing you down this way?
If it starts bringing you down that way, you got to lean downstream. Worst comes to worst, you can just Lean downstream, carve out, and go down the river and get over. Yeah, because you never want the fast water to grab the top of your boat. So you always want to lean away. Just lean away from it. If it grabs you hard enough and you don't quickly jerk yourself away from it, like, okay, so I'm going this way, it's catching me. Oh no, I gotta do that in order to get my boat corrected. If I don't do it in time, I'll flip, and then you'll have to roll up, which is, you know how to do as well. You can just roll up. If you flip, since this water is moving at like 3 steps per second, you'll end up rolling up like right there. Now once you roll up right there, I can't throw it. Here, I'm gonna throw this handful of water where you roll up. Boom, that's where you'll roll up. And after you roll up, just paddle back into this still water on the river left. River left means if you're facing downstream, the left. I'm gonna swim across so to show you. That's how it'll feel, is it's hitting your bottom when you're sideways over it. Okay. So, the best thing, since I know it's going to want to carry me downstream, I want to start up as high up as I can. So like, this would be the best spot to start, right here. Like getting with speed in the eddy, you enter like boom, and then you stay as high up as you can. As soon as you hit that water, it's going to be trying to push you downstream. And the goal here is to cross at a horizontal without going way downriver. That's called ferrying. You cross the river from one side to the next without going downstream. Now once you're to here, it's an eddy. The water's moving upstream. So you just cross like that. It's good to enter it with speed. But don't enter too high because there is a rock right there. Just watch that rock, you might hit it, so start a little downstream of it. Just right here. You want to paddle though, paddle. Yeah, keep paddling. Yeah, you gotta start over. It rejected you. You gotta have more speed and start higher. Well, you're doing it. You can keep going. Perfect. Come to me now. Once you're in this flat water here, you can come to me. Notice how the water's not moving here? Now you can paddle to me easily. Right through this channel. You're in an eddy right now. See, like, water's moving like downstream right here, see where this bubble line is? Like right along there, it's moving and then it's still. Over here it's moving and then it's still. So once you get into the still water, it's easy to paddle upstream, but it's really hard to paddle upstream into the current. What I was thinking is, like you kind of started out like 10 feet upstream of her. You want to start out like as high up as you can. So like right there, you want to start out like right there and keep paddling hard. You weren't really paddling hard. Like you can paddle full speed and maintain your angle. Only if you're starting to turn, then give a reverse stroke to correct it. But you might not ever turn. Just maintain that angle. And you were using the reverse stroke a lot, but you only need it like maybe once in a while. You can just paddle like at a nice calm speed. Like a medium speed, maintain your angle, and you'll just go right across. Yeah, so I would say like you'll enter here, you're just gonna go right across. You're not even gonna go downstream, you're just gonna cross right up here, just over to those rocks. The idea is not to go way downstream. The idea is to go in a straight line. It's going to want to turn you to the right. Since it's flowing that way, it's going to want to turn you this way.
It's like sucking me in over there.
So, as long as you're this way, you're fine. You don't want to get overturned that way toward Anna. You want to face more upstream. But if you get turned this way, you don't need to reverse stroke at that end. Just do a strong stroke on this side. We're probably overthinking it. It's very easy. Just paddle. All you got to care about is maintaining boat angle. Perfect, yeah. Keep paddling and you'll keep going. So you're getting carried down as you stop paddling. Keep paddling. Watch me again. I'm going to swim back. Watch. Watch. See my angle? Angle of my body? No, now notice, I didn't go way downstream like you. It's way harder swimming. Because it's catching so much drag on my body, it wants to pull me down even harder than you. You're way up on the top of the water. So it's barely able to even grab you. So you should be able to just glide right across without going downstream. The only way is you've got to never stop paddling. You can go in there. I already did.
You already did?
Yeah, just squat. Just pee. Yeah, he's got to keep. He didn't even do one successful ferry. Let him go back and forth 10 times. No, you gotta go across without going downstream.
Wait, but you gotta go over there. Yeah, go over there.
You want to enter like right here, not way down here. Enter high. And with speed, you want to start paddling hard right here so you can glide across. Paddle, paddle, paddle. There you go. There you go. Good. I feel like you really got it that time, but you really got the hang of getting the right angle and the right paddle speed after you got carried downstream. The idea is to cross right here, like from side to side without going downstream. Because we're pretending downstream is the rapid, like you don't want to go downstream. You want to just cross the river straight. There we go. Yeah. Now paddle. Keep paddling though. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. You're kind of in another eddy right now. Paddle hard. It turned to you. Gotta keep your angle. Paddle hard into it. Oh, gotta face more upstream. Yeah, that was it. Pablo, Pablo, enter it with some more speed. There we go. Keep paddling hard, hard, hard. Yeah. That's it. Keep going, keep paddling. Don't stop paddling. Paddle, 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 paddle. There we go. That was it. That was it. That time you just fought it. You got turned twice, but you kept paddling. The key with this is you got to counter its force and its speed. So like you were entering like kind of gingerly and kind of getting turned already sideways a little bit, and then it turned you the rest of the way. But if you enter it with some speed and force, you like kind of bulldoze through it and then get some momentum, and then you start gliding across. So the only thing I was like, get a running start. Like I start like 5 feet back. And I like hit it like as fast as I can, and then I keep paddling the whole way across. That's the key. So like if you start right now starting to paddle, you gain acceleration way too slow. So the best thing is to back up, like take a few strokes backwards, back up about 6 feet, and then take like 5 or 6 hard strokes, hit good speed, then you enter it. Now you'll notice that those rocks are forming a second eddy. It's not as good as this one. This is like still water. You see how in the middle of this fast water and that fast water is kind of a stiller area? So basically you can break this down into 2 ferries. The first one is across this to that rock, and the second one is across that next fast area to Anna. So try to do like 1 ferry and then a second ferry. Yeah, start out kind of back and then aim right for the center, burst through it, and get across. Not that far, just right there. Now start slowly working forward and get some good speed and a good boat angle. Stay facing toward me at first in this flat water. Not until you get your speed do you cross into the moving stuff. See, right now you're in the moving stuff. You don't want to do that. Come toward me. Well, there we go. That's good. Yeah, now get all the way upstream and then cross the next bit. Yeah. There we go, there we go. Now keep paddling all the way through. There we go. There we go, yeah. That was it, man. We did it. You did it that time. You did it that time.